All right, hey guys, it's Tim with your facility programming. I want to go over how to choose between the main programming and the streamlined programming that you get every month. These will be in your Google folder. If you're getting them through one of our sites, it'll be in either a different track or a different option in the toolbar there for you, but they'll always be there in the time block PDFs in your Google folder also that you have. The main difference with these, it's the same programming, it's the same cycle. You're not doing snatches on one and then running and doing Murph on another. It's the same idea. One is going to have, for Streamlined, a little extra time for coaching instruction, transitions, a little less actual time of, let's call it, training time there. That may be to a few different things. It may be because of the day of the week it is, and you have a very high amount of people coming in and low amount of equipment. It might be the coaching staff that day. Maybe they're newer there. Maybe you're just getting onboarded with our system, and the Streamline can be good just to give you a little extra time for transitions. A couple things to note. We're always budgeting an extra 5 minutes at the end for wrap up, for buffer, etc. So there always should be a little extra time that you have to play with. For me as a coach, as long as the class is done by 59:59, I think it's good there. I like it to be done a couple minutes early just so people have time to transition out, ask a question. You're not like 5:30 out, 6:30 on, right? If you have two coaches, that can be okay, or a rotating coaching staff, that can be fine. But if it's one person doing it, that can be a little difficult. So that's why we structure it like that, to help make sure those transitions are there. The main programming is going to be a little more training time, usually somewhere between 25 to 30 minutes, 25 to 35 total minutes of training time. I'll share my screen here, if I can show you my facility for the main programming. Right here you see 0 to 10 is the warm-up, 10 to 15 minutes is specific warm-up, 5 minutes for skill instruction for front squat. For most people, that's fine. It's a few minutes of skill instruction, and then we're in the rack, and you see it's 8 times 5. Rest 30 seconds, rest 60 seconds after this, back and forth. And it's 3 sets here, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, rest a minute. Where the Streamline changes, and let me share my screen here, it's going to be the same workout. You're going to notice what we're doing is we're setting a little harder parameters here for everyone. What this looks like is part A is now, instead of 8 times 5, it's a 10-minute alternating EMOM. You do each part 5 times, but it's back and forth with the time block constraint there. So that helps keep things going. That gives us now 0 to 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes there for specific warm-up, and now 15 to 25 minutes. You have an extra 5 minutes of skill instruction for the first part. That can be very nice. Again, we're a little more condensed on the training side. Probably the front squats may not go up quite as high on the EMOM, but for some people they go up higher, so this depends on the individual. From there we have, instead of 8 minutes, we have 10 minutes here for prep for B, and the way we did that, we took out the extra minute rest for this aerobic muscle endurance workout. So it's the same exact movement, same exact pieces, 3 sets, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, no extra minute. So that gives you 10 minutes of prep, setup as you need, and that can be really important. 8 minutes usually I think is plenty and fine for transitions. 5 minutes is less than 5 is really tough, unless it's just, push-ups. We did that, now go to sit-ups here. You can do that in a minute. That's fine if you're doing training, stuff like that. But from here, we have 10 minutes there for prep for part B, and then we go there. And as you see throughout the week, it'll be the same pieces. It's designed so you can look at the sheets and go, Tuesday is really crazy for us. We have a bunch of new people starting. Let's go Streamline today and give ourselves a little extra time. Or, hey, our gym is killer at thrusters and this. We love them. Everyone here is really proficient at these parts. We can spend a little extra time training it. I don't need to spend 10 minutes going over a thruster where 5 minutes might be sufficient there. There is always value in the skill instruction. That's why we offer these like this for you. I don't believe in going just from warm-up to training. If you have like a weightlifting team, that's all you've done for 5 years, sure, you can probably do that. But most of us, that's not our business. We are in the business of teaching the value and the skill of doing these components and helping people understand how that unlocks more of their fitness. That's what we want to be able to do there for them. So drive home the skills, find as many ways to be creative as you can to teach them, more than just person in front of the class with the PVC pipe, everyone with the pipe. following along. That is a good way, but that is just one way, and there are more ways we can teach. And that we want to try and challenge you to do, and we'll be obviously showing you a lot more of those coming up here in your program design videos. And that is how to choose between the main and the streamlined programming. And if you have any questions, shoot me an email. We'll talk about it.